This is my situation right now. On the side of I-75. This is my situation. So, hey guys, it's Bullhorn Betty. I just want to let you guys know that I am literally, even after $1,700 worth of car repairs, I've never been stranded in my life, and I am literally sitting on the side of the road right now. Like, this is so backwoods. There's no food around. I didn't even think about that. I'm so thankful that this hotel, they have like a freezer section. Like, she took me in the back office and they have a whole freezer full of food. Like, I had to pay for food, of course, but I got myself a chicken sandwich. I got myself a cup of soup. And I got myself a candy Snicker bar. And, but there's no place to eat around here. And my friends are like, you're just going to have to get an Uber. I'm like, they don't have Uber. They don't have delivery. They don't have anything back here. It's backwoods. From the East Coast to the West Coast, we are everywhere true crime is. We are asking for the public's help. We are searching in the woods. We are doing what it takes here on the Bullhorn Betty channels to find answers to the most alarming cases we have been watching on the news. I can tell you personally that I have traveled this entire country seeking these answers and bringing that content right here to you here on the Bullhorn Betty channels and Bullhorn Betty Crime Stories. We are happy with the work that we've done. We brought many answers to the public, and we have defied mainstream media in our pursuit of the truth in these cases. We will continue to work. We will continue to fight for these victims, and we will continue to tell their stories here on my channels. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty brand of channels and the Coffee Club. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. And more importantly, thank you for allowing me to bring these victims' stories to each and every one of you, advocating for each of these victims. God bless you. God bless America. And more importantly, God bless our victims. Right now. So I'm about, 4 hours from home. This is great. Not even out of Florida yet. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to even make it to Tennessee, because clearly the car's got to go back to the freaking shop. So you can imagine how frustrated I am right now. Let me move this so just to let you guys know. Right here. Gotta love it. So just absolutely enjoying this trip right now. It's been an amazing trip so far. And we're going to search for this boy right here. And I'm just sitting here waiting for the car to catch up. Hopefully it'll start soon. I don't know. It's got blinkers. It's just it won't even shut they got the blinkers on now. I don't understand it. It's like really irritating me, but this is where I'm at. So I don't really know, nor do I think I'm making it to Tennessee, because honestly, I'm not going to try to get stuck somewhere. I'm already stuck 4.5 hours away from home. I just need to get a jump nothing is working. It's turning over, but it's just not picking up. So it's getting a little bit better. I don't know what's going on, but this is it. So it was Tennessee or bust. And we're bust on the side of the road. So it looks like I'm not even going to get out there for another week or two, unless I can't even get the car started. It just keeps cranking and cranking and cranking and cranking. Well, hello guys. I wanted you guys to see where I'm at. I'm at a hotel. So day's not going as planned. I don't know if you guys were here earlier or not. But I came live from the side of the road. You guys know my car was in the shop and I did like $1,800 worth of damage. My girls never left me stranded, ever, not once in a million years. Well, today the car lost power, so I had to be towed. And so I'm sitting in a hotel room waiting with bated breath to find out what is wrong with my car and what in the world. Like, I am dying right now because he thinks it's a fuel pump. So it's kind of a little frustrating because they don't think anything may have been wrong with my catalytic converter. And so that was obviously a very expensive part to put on my car. And so not really too happy about that right now, but we'll see how everything unfolds. I should be hearing something later today. He said he's probably not going to be able to look at it. He's got a huge day, but he's going to try to get me up and out of here by tomorrow morning so I can get on the road. So getting back to why we're all here. Why am I breaking down? I'm heading to Tennessee. So now we're even further behind a schedule, and we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see what the heck what's gonna take place. So all the prayers are necessary and needed right now. So that's not the topic of conversation. My woes don't really matter compared to trying to find this 15-year-old child right here. His name's Sebastian Rogers. He's 15 years old. He's autistic. A high-functioning autistic boy that disappeared February 26, 2024. Since then, his family has, I shouldn't say his family, his mom and his stepdad have made it an S show. You know what I'm talking about, a shit show. And that's why they're debuted on the Bullhorn Betty shit show. That's what we need to do. I need to redo my background, don't I? Needed to redo my background. So they have yet again, they're like, I don't even know. You know how like it's the gift on whatever they say it's the gift that keeps on giving. But this is not a gift, and these are not givings. These are angers and frustrations that are just jolting us and saying, what in the ever loving, you know what is going on here? The parents have been weird from the beginning. They ran away from home. I don't even want to go through it. If you guys don't know this, you need to research this case. This case is nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And I am just, every time I turn around and think that this case can't get any more nuttier or any more crazier or just any more insane, you turn around and these two right here do something that just enrages us just a little bit more. Right? So what in the world am I talking about? Well, right here. So I'm going to read this to you. Okay? Right behind me. This is from somebody that posted it. And it says, I know a lot of you won't like this post very much, but it is what it is. Katie and Chris are organizing and paid for billboards. Organized and paid for billboards. I don't know if that's true or not. First I'm hearing of it. She was made still not enough. She has made and printed flyers and just had shirts made. The shirts are made at zero profit, by the way, sold at cost. Did they go to an organized gathering search that was planned by people who hate to accuse them? No, they may have reasons. Everybody always says, they say, we hate them. No, we're angry with them because we never see them. We never hated them. I want to make sure that is clear for everybody out there listening. None of us hated them. None of us hate them. None of us. Not one of us. We are angry with them because of their horrible and poor judgment and behavior, which lead us to believe that they've done something to their son. We didn't attach that to them. They attached that to themselves. Let's not give them excuses, please. I digress. They do have their reasons. And I bet you it has nothing to do with me or any other social media creator. Do we know if all three have any or any of the parents went to searches that were organized by LE? Would they be allowed to search with LE? The answer is I've been on LE searches. They do coordinate them. They have coordinated them. I didn't hear about them getting coordinated here, but I didn't know parents needed to know that when you miss a child, you coordinate a search party. It just seems like that would be kind of what you do. I mean, call me crazy. You missing a kid, you usually get a search party. I guess we need a brochure on it. Should we make a brochure? Do you think that would help? You know, for like guilty parents, we can send them a brochure and say, this is how not to look so guilty. Does anybody want to take the lead on this project? I'm just wondering. Who wants to take a lead on this project? I'm happy to hand this over to you, but we need... And actually, not as such a funny light. I know I'm making fun of things, but I think Brown Eyes has a good point, a protocol manual for parents of missing children. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I really do think we need something. But I know I'm being a little sarcastic and a little funny, but... You know, they're not doing this right, okay? I mean, we've been around the block a time or two. I mean, I've covered enough of these cases. I honestly think that I know how to get away with murder. I'm just joking. Don't be around me. Now you guys know why I isolate, right? If anything happens to anybody, can you imagine if somebody, I mean, seriously, if something happened to somebody I know, I would be like the first suspect. Can you imagine? Like I would be like judge, jury, or you know, I'd be under the jail before the jury even came back with a verdict. Just in my search history alone. Oh my gosh, I bet you if somebody looked at my search history, they would think they're dealing with a mass murderer. Oh, Lord, this is going to be a tough one to explain. Well, Your Honor, the reason why I was looking at that is because, you know, I wasn't looking at that because I wanted to kill him. I promise I wasn't. It was for a case. I already had the knowledge, if that makes a difference. I could have done it a long time ago. Okay, if I really wanted to do it, I could have done it a long time ago. I'm just saying it, Your Honor, okay? Believe me or don't believe me. So they're selling these shirts, but this is not even the most angry or aggravating part of it, okay? Now let's go through the aggravating and irritating moments with the Proudfoots, shall we? So first irritating moment is they're ready for tough questions, yet they're not ready for tough questions. That was Smiley's World. The Smiley's World interview, we start getting into tough questions. They start getting a little wonky, you know, and they tell us that they pass lie detector tests too, which is another lie. That really enraged us because Chris Proudfoot not only said it once, but he said it like 4 or 5 or 6 times that they all had polygraphs and they all passed. I call BS. So when we found that out on Nancy Grace, that really got under our skin, right? That really, like, if nothing got under our skin, it's that polygraph, because why are you lying to us about a polygraph? And then it's also the barbecue joint. Everybody's searching. No Chris, no Katie, right? But they're seen eating barbecue, enjoying them a huge plate of barbecue, by the way, right? No problem there. And then they get into their camper and drive to Mississippi, not once, but twice. And if that's not aggravating enough, even when all of this is going on, we start hearing Chris go online and threatening people that are searching for his son. If you come near my house, I'm going to have you arrested. We're looking for your kid, bro. So then you just think, like, okay, things can't get bad enough. Just when you think this is finally dying down, Chris and Katie's shenanigans are finally piping down. Oh, no, could it be that easy? Of course not. What was I thinking? There it is. Leaning in and everything. He's leaning in too. Like, you better, right? But then Chris, you know, we see them at this motorcycle shop. That's too big. Hold on, let me keep going. I got better photos. Stay with me. Where are they? There they are. So we have her and him. You see those outfits? Look at this. The jeans. You see the jeans and the shoes? Look at this outfit. Yeah, I mean, you can only see the back end of them. I understand it's not a pleasant sight. I get it, okay? Calm down, guys, okay? I'm so sorry. I don't mean to hurt your eyes, okay? I don't mean to hurt your eyes. But I'm just saying, it looks a lot like this. Look at those shoes right down here. You see those shoes? You got the same shoes on. These look like the same exact jeans. The only problem is you can't see what shirt he's wearing because he's wearing the jacket and he's wearing the hat up here. But I'm just saying, kind of looks like the same damn outfit if you ask me, minus the hat and the jacket. But, you know, I'm just Bullhorn Betty. What do I know, you know? This could be him. It could not be him. Katie tried to say it was from a couple years ago, or at least that's what I heard. I keep trying to find the post. I can't find the post. So all I can simply say is, here is the shirt right here. You see that shirt? It sure looks like a missing persons for Sebastian. And then when you flip it this way, oh, it looks like he's wearing the same shirt. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Even if they didn't go there after the vigil, you have a missing son. What in tarnation are you even remotely considering a motorcycle purchase? Remotely considering one. But that's still not the most enraging. I truly think the most frustrating and the most enraging, while I don't agree with any of the post about the Proudfoots, one of the things that it says in here is that they've been sharing Sebastian's name and face out there far and wide. Sharing. I don't know where these billboards are. I don't know who's seeing these billboards. I don't know if they're in and around their community. I have never seen them post a flyer. The only thing I've remotely seen them do is wear a Find Sebastian shirt. Outside of that, even if they did pay for a billboard, so what? How lazy can you get? You're throwing money at finding your son, but you can't hire a PI. You can't hire a team. The best you got is shirts and a billboard for a missing autistic boy. Not even worth your sweat in going out into the woods just to be on the safe side, since you yourself say nothing else could have possibly happened. He walked out the door. His parents, his mom that lives with him and his stepdad that lives with him would know his steps better than anybody else, and they won't even walk out their door to find him. But what am I all butthurt about? They're selling these shirts for $22. They say it's for profit, as they advertise another business. So they're getting paid 100% the cost for doing the right thing, but they have to take up half of a shirt for an advertisement to sell it at cost. Usually it's one or the other. So Katie and Chris won't even spend $1 for their son. Not one single dollar. They want to make sure if the shirts are that they're being paid for at cost. Nothing. They don't want to spend one single dollar on finding their son. And they keep saying the billboard. Even if the billboard costs $2,000, who gives a crap? And not only that, but I'm pretty sure there was a nonprofit that stepped up and took the billboards over. I could have sworn I saw a nonprofit organization or somebody pay for billboards, at least 5 billboards. It was one billboard. But there was another company that came in because I remember reading about it. Says, how do you know they won't pay? Maybe someone offered to sponsor that. Right, if they offered to sponsor it, then that's what they do. They give them 1,000 shirts free of charge and put their logo on it. Usually you do one or the other, you're typically both. You like the printing company, it took up a half a thing. So I've done this many times, and I'm just going to tell you how it works. Typically you let the company put a large sign on your stuff if they're sponsoring it. That means that they're paying for it and handing it to you. You don't pay for anything. But they're going to use that as an advertising opportunity to get advertising out of it. That's typical. But typically, if they're going to do something at cost, it's not costing them anything. They're already replicating the stuff. They're paying their employees. It's at cost. They're getting the cost 100% back. They're just not making anything over and above that cost. So if you're getting 100% and you're not losing anything, why are you advertising with a half shirt advertisement? That's the only thing. Usually it's one or the other. That's all I'm saying. It's I've never seen it be both, is all. So I just thought it was a little tacky, especially a half a shirt. Like, what is this? Is this about an embroidery company, or is it about a missing boy? I mean, I couldn't tell. That's my only problem. I mean, look at that. It's like a half a freaking shirt. I mean, what do we got here? I can't tell. I can't tell. Maybe I'm being too mean. Am I being too mean? It's Bullhorn Betty. Every now and again, especially when I'm having a day like I am, where I was stuck on the side of the road after spending $1,800. God knows what this next bill is going to be, right? So I'm not really necessarily, am I just being too mean? Tell me. If I'm being too mean, I'm one of those girls that if I ask you if I look fat in my jeans, I want you to tell me if my butt looks fat in those jeans. Don't lie to me. Am I being too mean? This makes me upset. I wonder why people are questioning. Yeah, I know. That's exactly it. I think that's like, they're just, I don't understand how they think this, or do they just not think people are watching them? Is that what it is? Do they just not think people, because they don't care, they honestly believe other people don't care? Can you imagine the men or women inside that motorcycle shop that is watching this family that's missing their child shop for a motorcycle? Can you, I don't know quite what I would do or say. I'd probably take a picture too and post it on social media. Like, look at these jack-offs, right? To be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm in a hotel room. Guys, pray for me because we need to get this car fixed. I've never been broke. Like, this kind of rattled me a little bit. I have to be honest with you. I've never been broke down before. I'm always usually with a team of people. And I'm by myself and I break down. Not a good day. Not a good day. I'm like not even out of Florida. I'm in the backwoods of some place in Florida. But the hotel room's clean, so I'm really happy with that. Like, this is so backwoods. There's no food around. I didn't even think about that. I'm so thankful that this hotel, they have like a freezer section. Like, she took me in the back office, and they have a whole freezer full of food. Like, I had to pay for food, of course, but I got myself a chicken sandwich. I got myself a cup of soup. And I got myself a candy Snicker bar, and but there's no place to eat around here. And my friends are like, "You're just gonna have to get an Uber." I'm like, they don't have Uber. They don't have delivery. They don't have anything back here in backwoods. So I'm roughing it. I gotta tell you, I'm roughing it. But I'm not roughing it too bad because, usually when I drive, I sleep in the back of the car. So just to save a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually I get to stretch out tonight. It's going to be kind of fun. Unexpectedly. Oh, good. Yeah, well, what do you do? I mean, I got to tell you, when I was on the side of the road, I was on the phone with my mom. Why, Mom? Why me? My mom's like, well, dear, we can do this. I don't want you to fix my problems. I just want you to let me vent. God bless you, mothers. This is probably something all of you guys need to laugh at, because I know every single one of you has a loving, ungrateful child somewhere that always calls mom and has to vent somewhere because life is falling apart and the earth is shattering down. And I know Mother's Day is coming up, and I know there are many of you that have earned that happy Mother's Day. And you know what, baby? Suck it up. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Your kid's scrubbing the floor. That icky. You earned it. You let them go ahead and do that. They want to cook you a breakfast you don't want to eat. You go ahead and let them do that. You get Skittles in the morning in your pancakes. You just gotta let them do that. What you do is you gotta cut around, and you always tell them you want to eat the best last. There'll be a little bit of bread. There'll be a little bit of pancakes left once you're done. Okay, I promise. Don't worry. You'll get a little bit of food in the morning. Okay, you'll get a little bit of food in the morning. But my mom was great. She's a trooper as always. You know, she's always trying to fix it. And I'm like, well, there's nothing. I mean, we're like, I'm sitting in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing. Nobody's coming. Like, just let the tow truck guy handle it. I talked to the tow truck guy, and he didn't like the way the car sounded. I got to be honest with you. I wasn't liking the way the car sounded either. So hopefully by tonight we'll have an answer on just exactly, you know, kind of where we're at. Am I going to have to sell a kidney, you know, a couple brain cells? I don't know if anybody wants them, but, you know, they're up for sale. They're up for sale, guys. I think this is going to probably be, it might even be an appendix. I don't know. They're just going to, you know, I have, I have a funny feeling there's only going to be a little bit of me left. Oh, do you really? Vicky, I mean, in all serious, I'm just joking here. But if you do need a kidney, you know, social media is one of the best ways to find whatever you need. So if you truly do need some, if you're being funny, haha, but if you were being serious, and that goes for anybody in here, if you ever need any type of medical stuff ever going on, guys, I got to tell you, social media is a crazy place. Probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen, let alone being a creator with, you know, a growing platform that I am. But one of the best things I think about social media is just how much when people believe in a cause, they will go to the ends of the earth to help. And I truly believe that. So if you ever you keep the brain cell, put it on back order. I'm going to need that later. But social media, organs and stuff like that, you know, those waiting lists and stuff, sometimes there's gracious people out here that if they hear your story, you'd be amazed what they would do. So never, ever, ever give up. Always, Vicky, well then go ahead and reach out to me. You know, never, ever give up, ever. When it comes to stuff like that. And always, whenever you can, get social media involved, because I'm telling you, if people resonate with your story, they'll go to the ends of the earth to help you. And that's the one thing I can honestly say that I see here on social media. It is when people come together, they come together, and they come together in big ways. It is like a crowdsourcing, a non-finding, I mean, it really is. It's crowdsourcing on a whole different level. It's crowdsourcing for everything. It really, really is. It's crowdsourcing for information. Sometimes it's crowdsourcing for monetary. Sometimes it's crowdsourcing for clothing or a cause or, you know, avocation or getting petitions signed. Sometimes it's because somebody's in dire straits medically. And, you know, they need to find a donor. They need to find a blood match. Some people have some rare blood types that typically you're not going to find. You know, you've got to reach out. So I'm serious. And that goes for anybody. Always reach out. Always tell your stories. Always let people know that you have a need, because somebody will hear it and somebody will step up to the plate. And God moves mountains. Always remember that. God moves mountains. I got to tell you, sometime my faith is it waves. It does wave. I mean, I don't think any good Christian hasn't been tested, you know. But I just say, if you got a story, let me know your story. I'd love to help, you know, even if it's just giving you 5 minutes on a broader platform, you know, just to tell somebody that, hey, you need help. You know, maybe somebody's out there that's willing to help. You never know. I can tell you, if you never ask, it's definitely going to be a no, but at least if you ask, you got a 50-50 shot. That's just the way I believe. So God bless you. But my email is bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. But reach out to me with your story, and I'll put together something and see if we can get you some attention. Maybe, you never know. Never know. All right, guys, God bless you. I hope you guys have an amazing week. This is not going to be the last. I got to tell you guys what's going on. I mean, this is the journey, right? It's always an adventure. I tell you, every time we go out there, no matter where I go, no matter who I go with, there's always a major issue that goes on. People just don't understand. When you're out on the road, you're out on the road. And so I wish this wouldn't have happened so close to home. It kind of sucks because it's like you're too far away from home that nobody can help you. And it's like I'm still in Florida, but I'm still so far away from home, nobody can help me. It kind of sucks a little bit. I would have at least liked to have been out of Florida. That's all I'm saying. I just wish I'd have been out of Florida. So anyways, all right, guys, I will keep you guys posted on what comes next. I don't know. I don't know. You never know here on the Bullhorn Betty Show. But I would, okay? I'll super glue my lips shut if we can get Chris and Katie Proudfoot out there searching. There it is. There is the Bullhorn Betty Challenge for Tennessee.